old soul.
Very old.
That old soul.
Not all the time though. I was hood today. Had no trap music.
Right, I'll be live.
How come you can talk when my show's live, but when your show go live, you be like, we're live? Something leaking. He be switching up.
What's up, dudes? Hey, Bunky. Hey, Dom, man, I hit you up. You need to hit me back. Leave it, man. What's up, Drew? Hey, Trainer.
That I ever sold, paid for every heart that I ever stole. I played my card and I didn't fall.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday, everybody. What's going on with y'all out there, man? Welcome to Mike's Corner. Got me, my main man, Will, in the house.
Hello.
First of all, let me say this first. Let me say that happy birthday, even though she don't have Facebook, or any kind of social media because she's not old enough. So let me say happy birthday to my shooby doobie, Brooklyn. Happy birthday, Brooklyn. Y'all know the post will be coming later on tonight. Y'all know how I am about her. People have seen her now just saying like, man, she is getting so big. I said, I guess because y'all see her grew up over Facebook, man. So that happy birthday to Brooklyn. She turned 6 years old today, man. It's crazy. So it's been 6 years. Yes. Let me shout out to my main man, Drew. Hey, Drew. If you want to, you can type in the comments of the LLC. Y'all know for all your like Drew has go-go CDs and stuff like that. So for all y'all that need the go-go CDs, he got whatever you need. Whatever you need. He fly them in. I don't care what you think that he might not have, he got it. I'm trying to tell you. So make sure y'all hit up Drew on Facebook, man, inbox him and everything, man. He gonna I don't know if I don't think he got a website just yet about that or no like email link. But man, and he delivered. And he delivered the CD to you, man. So for all y'all with them go-go that still got that go-go fever, man, make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all look at Drew Facebook page, man. Go to him, inbox him, do whatever you can. Whatever. Hey, man, this man bought me a joint back from 90-something, man. Matter of fact, he bought me my that's what it is. Thanks, Drew. It's called, hey, Jay. I'm gonna call you when the show over, Jason. I'm gonna call you when the show over too, Jay. It's called Go Royalty LLC. You know what I'm saying? So whatever go CD y'all need, go at Drew. Hit him over on Facebook, inbox, everything. Go Royalty LLC. That's his business now. He's official. So make sure y'all get into that. Hey, Salam. Hey, Monique. Dude said she needs some CDs too, ASAP, Drew. So make sure y'all hit him up. Also, man, I wanted to, hey, Papa Joe. What's up, Tanya? Hey, Vita. Great turnout Saturday. Cookout was a blast. It was a success. Thank y'all for coming out and supporting us and everything in that nature as well, man. It was a great turnout, man. We had a great time. We will be going. We took videos, we took pictures and everything. We will be going, well, we will be posting them on our YouTube channel, which we do have now. Mike's Corner YouTube channel. We haven't uploaded any pictures yet, but we're still working on that. We're going to get that up and running immediately, hopefully by the end of the week. So we do have a YouTube channel now. It's Mike's Corner YouTube station. So Make sure y'all tune. Y'all find out about that. Hey, please. Hey, man, don't mess with the Vita and them drinks. I'm trying to tell you.
Don't do it.
Stoplights, man. What's up, Salam? But look, y'all know it's getting close. We less than a month away from the walk. I want to make sure y'all understand what we're doing, because a lot of people was coming through the inbox and you're like, what's the cause for? We're doing a cause. Well, we're doing a walk for my man Joe, for my brother Joe, for our brother Joe. We're doing a walk for him. Joe passed away on July 9th. And one of the things he was trying to do before he passed was getting back to exercising. So we decided to do a walk for him. And one of the things Joe liked to do was drink wine too. So we're going to do a walk. We're going to walk a little bit. We're going to do the walk across the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. We're going to walk, have some water for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or bring your own, preferably. Bring your own water. Also, after we do our walk, after we do a successful walk, to and fro, we will toast not a glass of wine, not a cup of wine, but we will toast a little shot glass of wine. Yeah, a little shot glass of wine, man. You know, it's like we just for a lot of us, man, we take our health for granted as far as men do. If y'all look at the statistics between men and women, we take our health for granted. So, I mean, that's something we all need to get back into very fast and very willing get a full thorough checkup. I was one of those ones that didn't want to get a full thorough checkup, so we need to get that done, man.
I gotta get mine. I've been procrastinating on mine.
Why?
Well, I mean, you know why? You know that colonoscopy ain't. You know.
Nah, I wouldn't did mine. I did mine, so
I gotta do mine.
You know, we gotta. Hey, what's up, Chum? Man, we gotta get that done, man. But yeah, so we're gonna do the walk on September the 3rd. Before that, and another thing, let's be clear, along with let's be honest, which is everything is sponsored by Mike Reed Entertainment. We are doing I don't want to say our first trip because we already did it. We're doing a trip to Philly, September the 1st.
Yes.
We're leaving Friday, coming back Saturday. So we're doing a trip to Philly. Y'all know how we do when we go to Philly. Cheese steaks, drinks, spend the night, come home the next day. We giving y'all the whole day to get yourselves rested on that Saturday, the rest of the day that Saturday, to get ready for the walk on Sunday. So we want everybody to be healthy for that. But we're gonna party, because that is my birthday week. So make sure y'all come out, drive up like we did. A couple of us been there.
Birthday month.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Leslie? What's going on, man? How you doing, man? We do it. We got a lot of stuff going on this month. Matter of fact, you know, some stuff behind the doors. Huh?
Billy's birthday. You got Joe's birthday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Matter of fact, Joe, your birthday is when?
Mine's the 17th. His is the 16th. Yeah, Joe's the 16th.
Okay, yeah. Joe birthday the 16th. We're gonna celebrate that. But we're not celebrating that. We're not celebrating September the 3rd. Because after the walk, water, and wine, you know, we're going to have, we're doing something small and sentimental for Joe. Right. But we will be live, like I said. Because once we go with the YouTube channel, we vlog and everything. But yeah, so it's Will's birthday is the 17th. Matter of fact, my man Sean's birthday the 26th. 24th. My man Sean Harville, birthday the 24th. Skull birthday the 26th.
Yeah, a lot of August birthdays.
Yeah. She gonna tell me I can't wait. Turn up. Tanya's a Virgo too. I don't know when her birthday is, but she's a Virgo too. So shout out to Tanya as well, man. I mean, I'm not just saying all Virgos because Drew a Virgo too, but I'm not shouting his birthday. So my thing is, man, we got a lot going on in August. But let's not get sidetracked on what one of the main purpose and one of the biggest things we got coming up is the walk. Now, entail with the walk is, Drew, I know your birthday is September the 14th. I just didn't call it out. I mean, really? But entail with the walk, what we're trying to do is we're trying to raise money to feed the homeless. So that's what we want to do. So we want to raise money to feed the homeless. Also, we're taking donations. We will be taking donations, coats, blankets, whatever have you. We want to take all that in, and We want to give back, man. We want to give back because Joe was, as we learned, Joe was a giver. So, I mean, a lot of us have already been feeding the homeless and doing that. So now I think we want to do is get back into the swing of things of doing that again, especially combining with the two shows. I want to give a shout out to my main man DJ Rico. He's bringing the Noisemaker Nation on board with this. So let's shout out to Rico too, man. So what we're gonna do is we about to get this show started. Our guest tonight should be here. My cousin choir boy Bruce Bailey.
Boo. Late as always.
Wrong. He's supposed to be here at 6:30.
Wrong.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Can you not knock over the phone when you watch the joint on? They can't see you that way. It's this way.
Can't see that way.
It's this way. It's this way, cuz. It's this way, man. Man, you can sit right here. You can sit right there. It's up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You thirsty? You want some water? You want something to drink? You need a drink or whatever you want to do.
Let me first apologize for my tardiness. I'm responsible people know how to apologize. So let me apologize for my tardiness. Thank you so much. Moving right along. How you doing, Will?
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Good to see you, man. Thank you, man.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, are you gonna give us a song before we go?
This
No,
man
we're
is
not gonna do that.
You're not
horrible.
gonna give us a song?
This man is
Come on.
horrible. He's supposed to be
Why am I
here.
horrible, Will? What did I
What's
do?
up, Keith?
I'm here. I'm here.
I can do it. Me.
No. He might leave if you start singing.
What's up, man?
Hey man, yeah, he hate when I sing though, like he does. But we got I don't know how his schedule be. His schedule be real busy. So, but September the 1st. But I know you be gone every day weekend, aren't you?
September the 1st.
No, because you be just getting back in town too from Miami.
I'm going with y'all.
We know that.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere right after that.
Oh no, we driving to Philly on that Friday.
Oh, we might have to consider.
Yeah.
I have to consider that.
Might have to pencil that in.
Might have to pencil that.
There you go.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yes,
So
it has.
in essence of the new show, of course, Mike's going along with Let's Be Clear. We said, man, we ain't been to Philly in a minute.
It's been a minute, man.
Because I think it's a good idea we go to Philly that Friday, come back that Saturday, everybody can rest and chill and do the walk Sunday morning.
How was the walk? Did I miss
We
I
didn't
miss
know. The walk is September the
Where's
1st.
the okay, I thought I missed the walk,
He
man.
said we're gonna do the walk.
Because I saw a lot going on this Sunday, man. I thought y'all walked. Somebody was walking. Who's that, Bill?
No, Bill walk all the time.
Right.
Okay, well, where's
I
Bill?
think Bill had to work tonight.
Because he had a lot to say. But yeah, you're not here today. I brought my laptop, Bill. You said you had some files, some paperwork.
Wow.
I'm right here. Yeah.
Man, so, I mean, we got my cuz on the show, Bruce Bailey. Y'all know him from, I had said Physical One, but let me correct myself. Thanks to Blue Eyed Daryl.
He must have, because
You
I
see
was
it?
about to say, Ultimate Groove.
Ultimate
baby.
Groove.
I already know Blue, I had to put it in
He
there.
said, man, nah, Ultimate Groove. I was
Ultimate Groove.
like, oh, how could I forget Ultimate
Yes.
Groove?
Then Physical One.
Man, yeah.
Then Junkyard. Then Backyard. Yeah.
So, this is the funniest days. I know we got stories. So, let me, you sure you good? You straight, you on the water, no nothing?
Yeah, I feel a bit parched. Could I have some?
You want a glass of wine or what you want?
Some water. Yeah,
Well, some
communion was yesterday, so
Okay.
no wine today. We had communion
We had communion
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, so what we gonna do water today?
Okay.
I keep hearing Bill talk about this fancy water. So let's see what this water really working with.
Really?
This is some resort water right here. Yeah, I've been to many resorts. This
You ought to know. Look, you ought to know. You
This
ought to
is
know.
resort. This is classic resort
Absolutely.
water right here.
Absolutely.
What's up, Ricardo? Man,
Yeah,
what's up?
yeah.
What's up, Bean Pie? What's going on? What's up, Los?
I get the whole bottle.
That's yours, man.
Man, I like this. I'm coming back.
Go ahead, get a swig of that. That's good water right there, too, son. That's good water.
Yeah, it's resort water.
Smooth.
The water they give you in Mexico, because you can't drink that water in Mexico.
Shout out to my main man, JR, just tuned in. You know what I'm saying? The JR just tuned in.
JR, who carpet?
JR, we only know one JR.
Hey, JR, I need some. No, never mind. I don't need no carpet. My wife, she want hardwood floors.
Man, look. So, look, let's bring it back. Let's start from the beginning.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, yeah. Let's start from the beginning from
Dallas hats in here.
Our Carves Park days.
I feel like company.
So, what's up, B-Bye? Hey, man, look, we go way back. This is not just the family. This is just straight go-go stuff, some of the stuff that we've been through in our lives, man. And it's a testament against to Bruce as well. Like, we all been through a whole lot of bad things and still came out on the other side.
Not bad. They were what's the appropriate word? They were questionable. They was substantial. What's the word I'm looking for? I know name though. They were questionable. They were questionable.
We had questionable decisions we made in our life.
They were questionable.
What's up, Dominique and my niece? Yeah, we had questionable decisions we made in our life growing up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, from we was young, we walked the cherries.
We made young folk decisions.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah,
we did.
We used to walk the cherries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, in the height, when we was the murder capital of the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
We was the murder capital of the world. We was walking the cherries.
Like we in the playground.
And if y'all, right, and if y'all remember this, y'all know Bruce was already, we was all looking young. We ain't had no business walking from.
Very bad idea.
We walked from Stone Lake, when we lived in Stone Lake.
Barnaby Street.
Barnaby Road.
Barnaby Street.
Barnaby Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barnaby Street. We lived in lived in an apartment. Me and Bruce, two of us in the room.
30-40-minute walk, Will.
Yeah, but I was on Foster.
Yeah.
You know, what's up, Twin?
Ty, we on for next week, Ty.
Twin said he wanted to come in on the show too. He was like, man, I got to get down there with y'all, man.
He called me today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Man, me and Bruce, two of us in the room, one room. You know, Mom took care of us, man. We snuck out the house, man. Me and Bruce got into so many different arguments, man. Bruce used to steal a car all the time. But before we stole the car, we walked there.
Borrowed the car.
We walked the cherries while he was with Ultimate Groove, man.
Yeah,
and go in that joint.
We borrowed.
Go in that joint, partying. And then start getting older. Then we start seeing the bad parts of the street. Well, I did. Because we was coming home one night.
What do you mean by that?
When I was coming home one night. But you was walking home one night.
Mm-hmm. What?
He know what? He know what? He just ain't trying to say that. We was walking home one night. We was leaving from the double, leaving cherries. This is the funny part about it. We walk from Stone Lake through Conaturs, all the bad neighborhoods. Man, we don't bother nobody. We ain't never bothered nobody. Walking home. All we heard was somebody said, "That's his brother right there."
But it was three of us actually, because it wasn't. You remember, it was about.
He act like he know nothing.
But remember though.
Yeah, it was three of us.
Right.
And the comment was made towards the other person who was with us.
Okay.
Remember that?
I remember that.
So we were guilty by association.
Right.
That's what really drew all the attention.
And there was a lot of that.
A lot of that going on, and they were quite deep. They were quite deep. Yes.
You had to go running shoes on, and you had the super channel.
Who? First of all, who had to run and who didn't have to run?
Well, man ran.
Okay.
Like
I knew one of them. I knew one guy ran.
Man didn't give it a chance. Like he was not sticking around to question whether he was the right person or not. He got out of Dodge.
Right.
So me and Mike, we trying to be the adults in the room. We talking. We like, hey, listen, it's not us.
Nothing to do with that.
And they swung on Mike. They got one little hit.
One little hit.
And in case y'all don't know, Mike was one of the fastest cats in DC.
He was.
Because he was. His shoe size like a 5.5. He probably just wear like a 6 right now. And when I tell you, got ghosts. So fortunately enough, because I guess I played with enough bands, they was like, okay, that's so and so. He all right. So I was fortunate enough that they didn't bring any harm to me. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Because let me say it again, they were quite deep.
They were deep.
And they were known for putting good paws on people.
So I guess you sang real well.
Hey, listen.
For them to like,
listen,
okay,
listen.
he good.
Listen, man. I don't know what it was. Whatever it was. Thank you, Jesus. That's all I can tell you.
Now, mind you, I'm gone.
Oh, he gone is not even a question. let me reference. This happened maybe 4 or 5 blocks from Cherry. So we right around Atlantic Street at this point. Right around Atlantic Street.
Yes, exactly.
So it's still a good little walk to get to Stone Lake. So about 25 minutes away. So I'm walking. So I get to my building. And the building, our building was by the playground. And then there was a hill.
I was gonna say, building. So he ran that hill real good.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah. So you know that.
I know, right?
He hit that hill
real good.
He was gone. So I'm going to walk in the building. I'm like, dang, well maybe Mike already at the house. Maybe, he knocked on the door, mom's down, man. So I'm walking up past the playground. I hear something. Psst. Am I about to get jumped again? Psst.
Dang, we'll see you alright.
Cuz, you alright? It's you alright. He's on top of the hill, looking out the bushes, man.
Down in the bushes.
Out the bushes on top of the hill, man.
Camel gear. He got the camel gear.
Man, he's bad.
Man, as Bruce said, man, they were
deep, man. At least 20.
And I don't even know. It could have been. I don't even know. Was it Valley Green?
I think it was the Valley, man.
You said where were they from?
I think it was Valley.
It wasn't the Poland. We was in the Poland and Stone Lake down, so we was good with that. It had to be Valley. The
Valley water place. Yeah.
And
y'all know who y'all are, man. I know we probably good friends today with a lot of these folks, man.
Right.
Y'all know who y'all are, man.
Right. It's like, man, like, dude, like and the thing about it, like we wasn't. This is before we get into the go-go, like how we got older in life, like man. Oh, dude, you bumping all of me slim? That's way before that.
It is.
We still went behind the ears going to the go-go, like we little.
That's a bunch of crews.
Like going down Eastover getting the sweatpants with no pockets, little.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that going. Yeah. Come on, man. That was like, man,
Discount mark. Yeah.
All that, like, man, and like still having mom give us lunch money.
Right. Yeah. Back then, $5 took you all
man,
week
what?
almost.
Because this when we first got up Baloo.
Yes.
This is our first year at Baloo, because that's when Big Mike, we hooked up with Big Mike.
Right.
And that's when we moved
to Carmen's Pop.
Moved out to Carmen's Pop.
We moved up to Carmen's Pop. And it's so fun. We moved to Carmen's Pop with Big Mike, it was like, man, and we was talking about this the other day, Bruce. Like Big Mike was in a wheelchair or whatever, but we was talking about the kids today, how kids talk to their parents different. Like how kids talk to the mother one way, talk to the father a different way. Mm-hmm. And like we said, Big Mike was in a wheelchair, but like let me tell you about Big Mike first of all.
Yeah.
That's my dad, love him dad. That's Bruce's uncle, love him to death. He talked too damn much. Like God, it was so bad. Where if Bruce had to play, right? So y'all know when Bruce had to play, the go-go, he had to be there probably about 12. They'd be like 12 o'clock. Bruce had to be there by 12. We was getting ready at 8 o'clock. Faking like we about to leave at 8:30. Because Big Mike was going to talk to us before we left. Every time.
So y'all had to set some time aside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like we like, all right, we all right, hey man, we about to leave, Big Mike. All right, let me talk to y'all for a minute.
That minute would turn into hours.
I said, oh my God. And I don't know if he knew But soon about 11 o'clock, 11:30, his conversation did wind down. Time was to get to the show. But yeah, like, jeez, man.
I mean, but it was good substance though.
It was. It's like, even though we thought we wasn't listening, we was listening though. So, but what we was talking about is that, like,
I remember Mike the night Big Mike passed, man.
Oh
We
man,
had to go that night. And by the time we got back,
like, y'all was at the go-go. I went to the
you was somewhere because none of us was in there.
no, I went to the Bobby Brown joint, Capitol Center.
Right.
I went to the New Edition,
Yeah.
Bobby Brown and Albie Short show that night.
We had the Pat Leverjones one.
I sure did.
The Bobby Browns, the
With
guy
the-
from Cavaliers,
and
Pat
with the-
Leverjones
and with the corduroys.
with the bow. What's the little the
Wow.
And she know. She
the them jokes was ugly.
That was her man. That was her man. That was her man. She know. Man,
My mom was there when all of us got back. When moms that came up.
right, because what happened was I had came home first, and Big Mike was always fussing at us for leaving the lights on. Always, man. Y'all leave the lights on. We got electric bill. Woo, woo, woo. So I came home. Lights was on. TV was on. But this back in the this in the snow days. The TV when your TV the station turn off.
Oh yeah, when you had
With
the
the
ash.
snow, yes, with the snow turn on. So I come in the house, the light on. So I'm like, Big Mike, cut the light off, Big Mike. He ain't say nothing. So I see the snow on the TV. Man, Big Mike, cut the light off. You burning electric. So I go in to change clothes. And I said, man, Big Mike. I never heard him say nothing. So then so I go back. So I went to tap him. And he was just cold. It was just a coldness I never felt. And I felt that. I was like, dang. So then I licked my finger and put it on his nose. I was like, oh. I was like, damn. So then I called Bruce. Bruce didn't answer. Bruce ain't answer. I called Bugs. Bugs ain't answer. I'm like, God damn. So I'm calling them back and forth. Neither one of them answering. So I said, God, where the hell is they at? So then I called Pratt. Why did I do that? I don't know. But I called Pratt. So I said, Pratt. He said, hey, what's up, Mike? I said, man, I think my father just died, dog. I said, no, I said, Pratt. I said, where's Bruce and Bugs? He said, I think they're on the way home. I don't know. I think they're on the way home. I said, I've been trying to call them. They ain't answer. He was like, oh, I don't know. I said, man, I think my dad just died. And he said, oh, for real? I was like, yeah. And I said, he said, man, all right, hold on. I'm sitting on and my dumb ass sitting on the phone on hold. I said, what am I doing? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I hung up. I called Mom. Mom came over. Marissa. I called her dad. He immediately came over. And then, I guess, now mind you, Pratt left me on hold and never came back. But I think he must have called a job. Because he must have called a job because it got to the point where by the time Bruce, they wouldn't let nobody in the house. But I don't know how they got in the house. They got in the house. So they came in the house and Bub's mad. He mad. I don't know why he was mad. He coming to go mugging. Like, I guess y'all probably had to probably get in the house, man. But it was that night we were just all just sitting around and like shocked. Yeah. It was just shocked. It was like, damn. Like it was. I mean, that was I guess for me and Bruce, that was our first experience. And I mean, not seeing death, but this death that close. That hit us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was tough, man. Because the thing, like we were saying though, is like, because Big Mike, we would talk to Big Mike on a friend level all the time. But when he started talking, we just knew it was a father mode. Yeah. You know, it's.
Oh, you know.
We just knew, and we were saying today that you know, he said, you know, we was like, we just knew, and we were saying today the kids today just don't understand the difference between the mother mode or the father mode, but because you got daughters and sons. Do they talk to a daughter and a son? But,
daughters and a son.
Yeah. Do they talk differently to the parents?
I mean, of course.
Because
I mean, because they know what they can get away with certain parents.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll know what limits they have with their mom and what limits they have with their dad. That's what I've experienced, and it was the same way for me in certain situations. Like with my mom, I knew what I could get away with, and certain stuff I would do. Try with my mom, I wouldn't necessarily try with my grandma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like Mike and them, would always, they used to be like, yo, your mother gonna hurt you, man.
Or we was gonna hurt him.
Cause I mean, I wasn't to the point, like I would never cuss at my mom. But at that day and age,
never disrespectful.
I was never disrespectful. But that day and age, you just knew there was certain stuff that you probably shouldn't be saying to your mother that other kids weren't saying to their parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those kids that my mom was lenient enough that she afforded me an opportunity to speak in the manner that I did. That's not to say she ain't busting my head. And Mike can tell you quite a few times. But you know, I knew my limits with my
Bruce would
mom.
borrow the car.
Yeah.
So if you take the car,
And she bought me out. I just be like,
what's one of the main rules if you take the car? What should you do with the car?
gotta put it back where?
back
When you
Where?
Well, you
in the
got
same
The
parking
problem, that's great.
In the
The
same
problem is, so let me give y'all
And put
some
the gas
advice. The gas wasn't up. We took care of
It
that.
was a Nova.
The gas wasn't up.
The Nova, gas wasn't nothing.
We go to Cherries and back to Stone Lake.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
We use $1.
The gas bill was like what, 40 cents?
It was
You know what I'm
$4
saying?
back then, you know what I'm saying? So the problem was we lived in an apartment and we couldn't get the same parking spot.
So I would say let's not take the car, Bruce, because we can't get the same. Man,
Oh.
she should let me drive it.
No, we taking the car.
Now, wait. Did you have a license?
No. That's before. That's pre-license. I didn't have a license, but I did have that extra key that I made.
That you made.
Yeah.
No license.
No license.
An extra key.
Bruce was bad.
And you took it out
But
the
mind
parking
you-
spot, knowing that you wasn't
going
going
Man,
to
I told when we started this conversation, I told you we was all real little.
Yeah. It was.
We was real
And
little.
he
No.
was smaller than us.
Yes, he
I
was
was
real
one of the
little.
smallest
You
ones in the
was.
group.
So can you imagine Bruce behind the wheel of the car? Like, if the police pull up beside us, we going down. I'm telling you
I
that
just,
for
hope, I
sure.
just hope my mom not listening today.
I said, man,
I'm telling you,
I used to argue with Bruce.
we was doing about 100 in that
I
joint,
believe you
and it
drive
only
fast,
did
didn't
like
you?
80.
On a good day, downhill.
On a good day downhill, we was doing 100 though.
Why you driving fast?
Hey, we
He always, ever say like he always drive. Bruce,
gunning.
this is another thing. This is another car story. At the VFW
Oh, I knew he was gonna tell
on
us.
Forestville Road, we was going to see Jump. Man,
I've never had an accident in my mom's car.
you know this is another car. Oh, matter of fact, this makes it even worse. I'm glad you said that. We at VFW, we ride with Bugs to the go-go. Bugs and his girlfriend get the beef. All right, she's blowing him up. She won her car. We at the go-go. She blowing her car. She won her car. Bugs say, Mike, Bruce, man, take her car back. We like, what? Like, dude, we had to go. She weighed, I think she was at our house.
Yeah.
She was at our house, the car was parked.
Mm-hmm.
So we like, man, gotta do it. So Bruce said, don't worry about guys, man, we're gonna get back in time. I said, all right. It was raining.
Oh, wow.
So we leave out the VFW, we
I think-
flying down Forestville Road. So
I hate this story.
it's like, you know how something don't feel right?
Mm-hmm. It ain't
So
right.
we went over the first little dip, and I'm like, whoa, I said, man, cuz you need to slow down. Man, I got this. I got it. You want to get back, right? I was like, yeah. I said. So we go over the next hump.
He still
The
saying
gas
that I
station,
got this.
is the gas station right there.
Mhm.
It was the Amoco back then. It was the
Right.
BP.
Mhm.
When he come over the little, we come around the little bend. And mind you, it's been raining. They all gonna say, man, I remember that day so well. So the car in front of us, no, he
But no
ain't
drift.
drifting none of that. He came around and joined the car in front of us.
We was
Just
in the century.
just wasn't moving.
Mm.
So I said, man, Bruce, slow down. So Bruce went to hit the brake. I think he hit the brake. The car didn't know. The car
I hit the brake, but it wasn't braking.
The car ain't feel the brake.
Wow.
So I'm like, so the car is like, we get closer and closer. So I swear to goodness, we coming up on the car, it was just, we had point of no return.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
I put this on Big Mike. Bruce looked at me the same way Pop looked at that camera before he got shot. I looked at Bruce, and Bruce had to look like, I'm sorry, cuz. Man. What's up, Demeter? I said, man, that's you know, some said, bow.
Crush that joint.
Crushed the joint. I smashed my head into the window. Bam! I said, oh my gosh. I got up, ran back to the VFW. Hey, Mo, I gotta tell Buzz what happened. Mo said, nah, you can't do that right now. He on stage. Mo, we just had an accident. Like, Bruce in the car. He's still in the car, Mo.
Mo about one thing.
Mo said,
money.
You can't tell Buzz that.
Not messing this show up.
Wow.
Man, Sandy got the joint back. That joint was soda. Bruce
What my
cracked the engine.
Dang. That's a hard
Bruce
hit.
cracked the engine on the 87 Sentra.
Wasn't my car and it wasn't my girl.
So you ain't here. Whatever.
Sorry.
That is horrible, man. I said, man, I cannot.
So what happened?
What you mean what
Matter
happened?
of fact, I think they broke up after that, man.
Yeah, they
You
did.
think?
They broke up after
You
that.
think?
And
She didn't want to break up with him.
And for Sandy,
Then we do
I'm
apologize.
forever indebted to you.
I do
because
apologize.
she the one helped me pass
I
and
think-
graduate 12th grade too, man.
She was smart as a whip.
She was smart and she was sweet.
She was.
She was sweet, man.
I do
But
apologize, Sam.
that, as in growing up, man, it's like
I was young. Call me. We can talk it out.
hey, and he a changed man too.
Nah,
So
I really am, man.
and it's like growing up, like we had separated ourselves a lot. It was crazy because Bugs separated us a lot from people because like we started going grocery shopping late at night. You know, because like we was real
Nobody was
stars.
in that zone.
Like y'all was
Like, oh
celebrities,
man,
huh?
we had to go. We was washing late at night, man. It was
Nah, we weren't necessarily celebrity. We knew a lot of people because Buzz, you know, all of us did it. Joe, it was like 100 of us in
the
there.
House Fire crew.
Yeah, it was me, Mike, Lil Rob, Bugs, and Dave. In
And
that zone.
Stoney was over there all the time.
All was over there. Everybody was over there all the time.
Yeah, yep,
But
yep,
those the main five in that joint.
yep. It was just like
Me and you had the room together. Buzz had his own room. Nobody was sleeping in Buzz's room. Nobody. He wasn't having it. Buzz had a room.
yeah.
And then
Big Mike was in the living room.
Big Mike was in the
Before he
living room
passed, yeah.
before he passed. Matter of fact, when Big Mike died, that's when Dave came over.
Yeah.
And then Dave took his spot.
Yeah,
I don't know where Rob was sleeping. He was
Everywhere.
Yeah, he was pretty much
everywhere,
Whatever
man.
you can fit in.
wherever.
And the go-go world, it was just like, man, it was just so funny
Footloose
because, and you know, a lot of people don't know this, and I can go ahead. I feel as though that I'm the one that put Bruce on that pedestal to get to where he was in go-go. And the reason I say that is because Bruce was with Ultimate Groove, he was with Physical Wonder, he did all that, and then Jump was real strict though. Back then, you had to have a 2.0 to play in the band. You had to have a 2.0. If you didn't, oh, you was out. And
That's good.
Yeah,
it
he
happened
was-
with.
That's actually how I got in the band.
That's what I'm saying. It happened.
Yeah.
What happened was Dave then had a 2.0. Now, mind you, we all tight. We still fans.
Not because he couldn't get it. Yeah, let me be clear, because all of us, Mike
Let's
was the
be
smartest.
clear.
So Drew was the smartest. Then came Mike. The rest of us, we just used to goof off a lot. It's not that we weren't
Like you
smart.
didn't know it.
Yeah, we just used to goof off a lot. So Dave, because of his popularity, that nigga, you know, he had the girls. So that was probably Dave's problem, man.
Right. So, you know, the time came when the report cards came out. Dave ain't had the grades. So, Mo put him on suspension. So basically, if he's on suspension, that means the spot is open. So they go to Bruce. So this was the common spot too. Bruce was in the room one night. Bruce was like, man, what should I do? I was like, what? He was like, man, what should I do? Man, I don't want to take it and they be mad at me. Yada yada. I'm like, dog, first of all, can't nobody else get that spot but you. Now, I mean, I'm not being biased, but I'm like, dog, that's you. I mean, because basically, Bruce was the Ultimate Groove, which was not bad. Physical one was not bad, but this was right here, like,
when you reached it.
yeah, you like this your point.
You know what I mean? Because JY was at the pinnacle.
Yeah, this your point. Like, dude, like, I give him the Craig off of Friday, man. You better get your ass on, make that money. So he was like, but man, you know, Dave, man. I was like, nah, this Dave, you know the situation.
I mean, Dave was like this.
Yes.
Like we were like that's.
But it was like back then, you know, the only two guys that everybody knew that could sing was you and Dave. That was it.
And I had a leg up because the male chorus, Blue male chorus.
Right.
So I was already singing with Pratt and Bugs.
Right.
So they already
What up,
knew
B-Rad?
that I can sing.
Wow.
Plus I was, you know, with Ultimate Groove, Physical Wonder. So they knew what I brought to the table.
Right.
So, you know, for me, I was just thinking, like Mike said, okay, here's an opportunity for me to now advance my career.
Yeah, it's like, dude, let's do that. Like, I mean, I'm saying let's do it like it was me and him together, but I'm like, man.
It was, we were like, we together.
I'm like, let's do that.
I wasn't going in to take Dave's spot.
Right.
You know, I want to make that clear. Like, I was going in to temporarily fill in, but more importantly, I was trying to build my resume up. You know what I'm saying? So some things happened with Dave and Mo, and Dave ended up not being able to come back. So that's how I was able to stay with JYB. Then Dave, of course, later on went on to be with Northeast Groovers and do some phenomenal things, man.
Yes.
But me and Dave, we had a big fallout after that. You know, while all that took place, man.
And that's the funniest thing. That's the funny thing ever. A big fallout, but we all live together.
Yeah. And Bugs actually helped facilitate me and Dave getting back in good standards. You know what I'm
He
saying?
facilitated. No, he made that.
Yeah,
he made it, man. Yeah, man. Hey, when Big Mike left, man, Bugs was like, he was the father figure.
Yeah,
he was,
no question.
Man, he took
we
care
did
of us.
what Bugs said, Joe.
He took care of us, and he instilled a lot of things in us.
No question.
That we had to, that we had rolled with for a long time.
Yeah.
Until we got to a point today, like we still can't have them same thoughts. But some of them still do. Like if we dealing with a girl, and if I cut her off, you cut her off too. It ain't even the question. It don't matter. I don't care. It wasn't even like, man, I could, man, don't, man, she called, don't answer the phone, and y'all better not be talking to her no more neither. Even when y'all see her outside somewhere, don't say nothing to her.
And Buzz was the cleanest nigga excuse me, because y'all don't like that word, but Joe, wasn't he orderly? Like,
OCD.
Oh my God. No, we couldn't leave dishes in the sink, like none of that. Oh,
See,
Buzz wasn't having
I got it honestly.
Nah, Buzz wasn't having that, man. I mean, I'm sure it's like beds made up before we go to school, like
all that.
Like,
never,
Joe, this ain't even your room.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? But we respected it.
He never, and then because it was always to the point was he never wanted a girl, or because we all had girls. He never wanted that fact that if a girl came over the house, they could say anything bad about our house or us, period. Like saying we dirty, they don't keep their house clean, and none of that. He never wanted that, and because he felt as though at that time, Jump was on top. They was at the pinnacle, and we was like, man, we had a reputation of hold, and that's how it was, man. So it was just crazy, man. The Global Life raised us. It raised us. It instilled a lot of stuff in us, but did nothing instill more knowledge and more, I think I would say more brethren and more family than us on a day-to-day basis, from the arguments, from the fuss, the fights, to us crying together, man, and just getting through the worst times and not knowing if we're gonna make it out on the other side sometimes, man. Like, cause we hung around some bad people, dog.
Yeah, like.
So what was y'all? If y'all remember, what was y'all worst or scariest moment being in that Conway Park?
When Mike almost got killed, coming in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the scariest moment. Like, literally, I'm not saying like he literally almost got killed by somebody that was close to us.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? It was, the nigga was in and out of our house. I ain't gonna put the business out the street.
Right.
You know, he gone now, but so that was a scary moment. Because now we start questioning the people who around us. Like, this nigga was a killer. Like, ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question. Like, yeah, you know. And it wasn't, I don't know, like, it's funny because the dude was a good dude if you knew him, and we did.
Yeah.
But it was to the point where he was about getting money, and he was like, it was crazy, Joe. That was the scariest moment in that joint because we lived on the bottom floor, and our apartment was a back door was right by our apartment.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was two entry points to where our joint was. So you come in the front, you walk down the step, you ain't know who was right there waiting for you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that had to be the scariest moment.
Yeah,
for me, that was the scariest moment.
Right. That was one of the, it was one of the scariest moments, man. Cause we done seen so much bad happen around the joint, man. It was just ridiculous, man. And I would say it was a scary moment in that, because at that point in time, I saw everything that was going on in the hallway, and I still remember Bruce's face. Like, Bruce was just stuck. Like,
I couldn't believe it, Joe.
He was stuck. Like, I can remember Bruce still just sitting there, just standing there, like he was just stuck. Like, I just seen everything. That probably would be top one. Was another time.
I think you was the only one in there that day, man.
That time when they came to the back, because y'all had went out first.
Because I don't think that probably wouldn't have happened if Buzz was in there.
Nah, yeah, I was still living there. And what happened was we was about to go out. We was going out because E-Dub had came to pick me up. Remember, because E-Dub he had all the times he didn't have his joint with him.
He wasn't gonna use it that night anyway.
Was he gonna use it any night?
But then
that's why I
E-Dub, you're not gonna use that, Joe.
Oh my God,
man, you're not gonna use that, E-Dub.
Man, but we had great nights there though. We had way more, man. Like JR said, look, JR was like, hell yeah, we bring back all the movies, man. Like, driving to, like, where we live now is crazy because nowhere's too far. Like, I mean, but back then, driving to California, Maryland, the Pamunkey, that joint was
everything seems far.
Like, oh my God.
Everything seems far. Like, even going to where I live at now, like,
yeah, like,
this joint is nowhere. But Joe, we used to ride past that joint, King George. Like, oh my God.
It was like, man, it was so crazy that, like, we was like, man, and JR was a big part of that joint because we all rode with JR.
Well, a lot of us rode with JR.
We rode with JR. JR was the only dude in the 7th grade had a car.
Or E-Dub, yeah.
7th grade.
JR was in the 7th grade. He had a Dodge Daytona black. JR had a beeper. His beeper number was 202-928-9094.
Oh, he had the van. He had the
Then he started getting the van after that joint.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Valerie said, hey, Mike, hey, Bruce, what's going on?
What's happening?
Man, it was so crazy. Because I'm like, now that you, like you said, we drive places like, damn, I remember jumping was so far back here. But then, as we start getting older, man, it's like, you start learning more that some of your the stuff that Bugs and Steelers had to change. Because it just ain't seem right no more.
Hey, it makes sense.
Like, oh, I don't mess with her. So, man, but I don't speak to her like, what? Man, if you don't get over yourself more and get that thing together, get straightened out, man, what's wrong with you, man?
We had one principle. One rule that everybody knew, everybody pretty much lived this joint. And that was your main. You could not mess with somebody in your circle.
Yeah.
That was the rule.
You couldn't mess with the main.
That was the rule. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody else was fair game. But you had to tell.
You had to tell. Yeah.
You had to tell. Like, you couldn't mess with the main, but somebody. Yeah, that's calls. You got calls right there.
Broke the rule.
I'm gonna say, Dad, you still remember the beeper number.
That's part of that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it is.
We had a rule. We had a couple of rule breakers.
Yeah, and then we had to like say, if somebody wanted to holler at you, got to be like, hey, Bruce, and you know so and so try to get at me. Okay, all right, go ahead. It wasn't go ahead first and then say, man, you know so and so. Nah, we wasn't doing that. And we lived by that rule, man. A lot of us, few of us did.
Yeah, most of us did.
Most of us did.
Most of us
did. So man, but it was so crazy, man. The go-go world opened the doors for a lot of things. And it also gave us an understanding of the bad side of things and the good side of things. But then we grow up. We get to a point in life now that you got to be just like, man, we have to leave it alone. Sko asked, he had a question from Bruce. Sko said, what ended up making you ultimately leave Go-Go?
Ask that
And
question.
it was Sko.
Yeah.
It was Sko. He asked.
I knew somebody because they always ask that question. And, you know, it was just time. You know, it wasn't no incident that happened that scared me away. It was just time. It was time for a new phase in life. It was time for, you know, a new season in life.
Basically like a new chapter.
A new chapter. You know what I'm saying? Go-Go was great. It was great. But it was just time. You know what I mean?
Working on you.
Yeah, it was time. And I can remember because when I left JY, I didn't necessarily leave for me. I left because I wanted to really demonstrate to my wife of 24 years, Carmelita Bailey, let me plug that, my baby, that I was committed.
Fat self.
I was committed to the marriage. But I hadn't really got Go-Go out of my system. So, you know, a year and a half, I'm like, man, the itch was real. And I forgot another band. I started playing because I tried to go back to Junkyard, and Mo was like, oh, nah. Ain't no coming back. Once you leave, that's it.
Right.
And I started playing with Publicity.
Oh, wow.
I played with Publicity for a minute. And yeah, and Buggy and all of them used to come see Publicity. And that's when, so Buggy and Coop came one night.
Okay.
And that's when Coop, he was like, yo, I want you to come play with us. I was like, oh, okay. That's what's up.
You got to ask me twice.
Yeah, you got to ask me twice. So that's when I started playing with Backyard. But to go back to answering the question, it was just time for a new chapter, man. That's all it was. It was just time to move on. I knew it was time. I was sitting in my car one night after a Backyard show. And I used to always listen to like Donnie Hathaway. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite. My number, yeah, you already know. I used to always listen to him, and then, you know, I ain't trying to get deep, but I heard the Lord speak to me that night and say it's time. I was like, Lord Jesus, like for real. So I gave Coop and Backyard, I gave like a 2-week notice.
So I mean,
that was about it.
So how did they react when you told them that though? Like,
it was like,
because you didn't tell them why. You didn't say, well, I had an epiphany, or, you know, God told me not to play no more. You just said,
I think they sensed it though.
Okay.
Because even leading up to that, I was like, yo, I just don't feel right. Because I used to always have a discussion with Buggy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Buggy father a preacher and everything. So, you know, me and Buggy real close. So,
right.
And then Sauce too. And we used to always just have a conversation. I was like, man, so I can't keep getting on this front line cussing like this, Joe. Like, I'm not feeling.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So leading up to that, I was already having these discussions with myself and with Buggy and Sauce. And then after that joint hit me one night after what's the joint over by the Met? Round up in the cut.
Oh, the big joint.
Yeah.
It used to be a tunnel.
Used to be the tunnel. I think it was the tunnel then. But you know what I'm talking about. That joint. Sitting in the car after the show, waiting for Coop to pay us. And listening to the music. And that's when I heard the voice, man. And I was like, ah. And I gave him 2 weeks, told Millie. She was like, yeah, whatever. And that was it, man. We
She didn't believe.
She didn't believe me. Because matter of fact, I think even our relationship was at a point where we was talking divorce, man. Like it was at a real pivotal point
because of the lifestyle.
Because of the lifestyle,
right? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, I was.
And she wasn't going no more.
She never was.
She never really went.
Yeah, she never was.
Never really went.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lifestyle was crazy, and she knew I was going hard. I was going hard, and she knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I could never I couldn't hold that against her with regards to how she felt about the situation. Mm-hmm. But it was bigger than just her. It was about me at that point.
But that's like, and to think about, I know somebody that dealt with somebody in the business, an entertainer or a star or whatever, and they say that's one of the hardest things to deal with.
It's difficult. It's a challenge because you're trying to balance the two.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? You're trying to be in the crowd.
The person I know that she left. She couldn't do it. So that I know that was dealing with the star. She left. So that's that. So but Millie
mean the young Millie stayed.
The woman I know, yeah, she was dealing with a big star.
Millie
left.
stayed through it all, man.
But Millie stayed.
Yeah, we got married when I was 20. And I was at the prime. Like JY was
really young.
You know, we Capital Center. You know, we on the top of the world right now, so
making records.
I tried to break him up.
it was serious.
You tried to what?
I tried to break him up.
Oh yeah, he did. She know.
Because at the time we was on top. Again, we was on top of the world. On top of the world.
And Millie wouldn't give me none.
And she wouldn't give him none.
She wouldn't give me none. She was.
We ain't, man. You know we
She was like,
you know how we are.
She was like, but this is one of the things that really attracted me to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because at that point, it's like, yo, I can get anybody.
Slim.
At any time.
Man, like, we was coming home at night, we had girls beside each other, all that.
Like, what you mean?
Like,
nah.
She calling you now like, what?
Boy, I'm gonna crack your head when you get home.
You know, Mike was trying to break
I was like, well, man, bro, forget her, man. Man, if she don't give to you like, man, cut her off, whatever. It was, hey, man, that's how he was.
Wow.
But it was vice versa, too, though. It was like girls that I dealt with that wasn't giving, man, cut her off, man.
Yeah, they had to go. We had
to go.
We had a time period. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
so we did it, man. So, and, Sko said what made me stop frequently go. Well, what happened was, Sko, it got to the point, for me, it was repetitive. Like,
man.
It was, and to me, to today, and I still feel that way. I still think go-go is repetitive. I just do. Now, some bands might come out with new music here and there, yada, 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 but it's still repetitive in my book. And what it was, I got tired of saying the same old thing, doing the same old thing, and it's just like, man, it's no change.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We go to this club, we go to that club, we go to that club.
The scenery and environment is always the same.
It's always the same.
The music drives you. Like you gotta go hear that joint.
Because when you hear it live, like, you know what? Even you like, they're like, man, my gosh. Then they play your part, your joint. You like, man, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Then you hear that 4 or 5 times a week, whatever. So it's like, you know, then you start getting to the point where you start getting older. Like Bruce says, you get older, and you listening, and like, man, you know what? For me, it's just that I'm not saying I outgrew it. I just think I decided to move away from it.
What you outgrew it?
Yeah, but nah, because I can still listen to it.
Yeah, but
I can't listen to today. For something I can't listen to today's go.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You outgrew it for whatever stage it was in your life, but yeah, because the go-go that they got now.
Yeah. But even so, if I go see JY today or Northeast today or anybody today for some apparent reason, even though I'm not, I feel as though I'm the oldest person in here.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'll be like, man, what am I doing? Like, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna get some drinks. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna sweat all of.
And plus, it ain't what it used to be. That's. I mean, that the truth be told, it ain't what it used to be, man. And even the guys who play know that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you ask an old head, they know the same thing.
It's not fun no more.
Yeah. I just go because I like the camaraderie of the guys.
Yeah, every now and then
that's
it'd be
my
like
family.
It's
you know what I mean?
good.
And then I
to
love to
see
hear
them.
the music. I can listen to Buggy and Sauce all day for real. You know what I'm saying?
See, he's a music lover.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
just
I'm saying?
love music.
You know, I used to have Bruce sing to sleep at night sometimes, y'all. So yeah. Sko also want to know, like, he said, well, why do we think that go-go has not gone worldwide as a genre like rap and hip hop? And I think it's
Too many egos.
Too many egos, and I think it's something we just said too, because it's repetitive.
Right.
Like people like rappers and hip hop, they come out with a whole album of different stuff. Then once the album is done, it's gone. Then they come back with another album of different stuff. Now, if Go-Go did that, like, because a lot of I would say a lot of hip hop artists or rap artists or whatever, maybe they come out, they play their old music, but where's the new stuff? And then why is the new stuff still stay? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like it's repetitive. I'm gonna keep on saying the word it's repetitive because that's how I feel.
Well, you got the repetitive sound, but as far as real go-go, probably why I haven't gone worldwide, it's too raw for the world, for me.
I don't agree with that because
it's raw.
Look at NWA. Hey, you talking about raw?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong in the NWA. Again, I think it's too many egos. Everybody want to be the head nigga in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, EU had an opportunity to really advance go-go. RE had an opportunity to advance go-go. But to do that, like just like in rap, you can't do it by yourself. You got to go back and collectively, we gotta now cultivate a movement that all of us, can win from. All of us can eat from, man. I think that's what it is, man. Cause like JY went all over the place, man.
Right.
New York, places, Boston, and the same thing with now BYB, Jamaica. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily the music. I just think it wasn't enough people trying to be on the same team.
Drew said yes. He said he agreed with you, Bruce. Egos. Sherry said go-go is in her blood. She said it never gets old to her. Drew said
I agree with that.
Drew said Metro Club is back open. He said back this Wednesday. He said he loved it go-go forever. But and that's to each his own. Like for me, like I said, it's just like, man. And I didn't go as much as they did, but I went as much as they did.
I don't think you were saying that the music was repetitive. I don't
know. Not the music.
Yeah.
It's the.
I think that's what people heard.
Yeah, the music is not repetitive because trust and believe. When my cousin first got, it was out every show, and it never got old to me. It never did. And then it's like once we get to a certain point in our life, the repetitiveness. What I'm saying. Let me clarify that. Is that where we at? Where we are?
Make sure you clarify because people hear from where they are.
Yeah, where we are is here. Then we back here. Then we back here. Then we back here again. Then we back here again. Then we back here again. It's no time off. And you comparing it to hip hop and rap. I know it's not right to compare the situation, but let's say Hove. Like Jay comes out with an album. Was his next album come 3, 4, 5 years later?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's missed, so it's thirst for it. It's thirst for it. And I think if Go-Go did that, I think it'd be way better.
Yeah, because you know that every night of the week, where there's the band playing somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Each night of the week.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think everybody wants to have Go-Go to be so popular that it's spread worldwide. But if I don't have time to miss it, you know what I'm saying? It's like say like Bruce said, BYB going to Jamaica, stuff like that. That's real big. Because back in the day, you would never have thought that. And hell, we didn't even know it. We didn't know what a Jamaica was, but it's up on TV.
That's a good point.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for them to do DC Takeover, that's fine. That's great. But imagine how big it would be on DC Takeover if Go-Go came together, like Drew said. Go-Go needs to work together and bring back originality. Rochelle said they associate our music Go-Go to violence. That's why it's not worldwide. Becky said she agreed with you, Bruce. Egos have definitely been prevented. And hey, what's up, Lil Drew?
Again,
Lil Drew. But what I'm saying is, if you let's say they know that the DC Miami takeover is in what, July? Now what if you cut off Go-Go all of April, May, and June? Cut Go-Go out from here. You know how many people will go to DC Takeover for Go-Go?
Just to hear it.
Like, dude, like Drew said, if you take away Go-Go if they take, you know what, as they say, let's bring Go-Go together. If bands take away that for a while,
yeah.
You know how much more people will want that now?
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is you oversaturate it. You oversaturate go-go, like we say, we play 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, and there's a lot of go-go bands out here, man.
Exactly.
There's a whole lot more than what we were when we coming up. Because back then we were coming up, you know, it was Essence, Chuck, Junkyard.
Well, he'll say Trouble Funk.
Trouble.
They went wide back in the 80s.
Well, yeah,
Trouble
they
Funk.
went over
Absolutely.
to London and blew
right.
up.
That's right.
And just came back.
Chuck Brown went international. Like he was overseas.
Right, he was overseas, all the time.
Sko said True Drew, JY, and BY and Energy had some of the most original music alone.
Yeah.
A lot of
He
people
did.
look at go-go as a bunch of cover band style music, but I think if you from DC, the DC area, and grew up around it, you definitely see the originality in it. Rochelle said a band can be out 30 years until it's on the radio, mixed with some mainstream star. People out there don't listen to it. Example, BYB singing a Dale song. Drew said also the production of the music was never there. The production of the music is important and proper distribution, Drew said.
Yeah.
He said, you know, in Backyard, you know, they playing Africa next
I
summer.
mean, think about it. JY was signed with
Def Jam.
Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as if there wasn't a supply for go-go music.
Right.
It just could never. It never really got to
Like
the
they
point.
never got that curl.
It never got the curl all the way, man.
And I think
I
because of the saturation of the music. That's why. And I think because when you oversaturate something, you really get like the go-go heads. I don't mean to call y'all go-go heads, but y'all, the fans of go-go, like that y'all watching now, that y'all love it so much that y'all can do it on a daily basis. But if go-go was taken away from you or away from people for a certain amount of time, like hip-hop artists, like rap artists, if it was taken away from y'all for a little while, imagine how big shows would be.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to, you know what I'm saying? Then you would catch the attention of people. Yeah, a lot of things associated with go-go is with violence. But that's due to our own stupidity.
But see, and that's why I had an issue, because especially here in this area where a lot of folks, like even politicians, tried to build their reputation on go-go being a violent music or that environment.
Because everything's associated with it.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily the case, man.
Right.
Man, folks running
But
up
they do though.
Folks running up in churches nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But again, that's how they did it. I agree with you on that.
yeah. So I mean, it was violence in the rap game like crazy.
I was
back
ready to
then.
say that. That's what I was ready to say. I said because, of course, with the Tupac situation, when the guy killed the cop, Tupac focused on Tupac music,
Right.
or
Yeah, like, come on, man.
because NWA said after police is NWA fault for bringing this whatever they bring to the table is their fault. No, at the end of the day, it's like whatever like Bruce said with the politicians, whatever's hot right now to try to down it, a politician's gonna do that. That's what they're gonna do.
Let me tell you something. If they would have been able to,
Yeah, I remember they said remember RE2 over Ludacris.
yeah, man, we played with some of the biggest rap triples, man. We
Before he was
played
even
with
big,
everybody
he played
on
with
triples,
Q.
man.
Y'all play with Pop.
Played with Pop.
Sure did.
Play with Pop. Play with Pop on 450. Play with Cube on triple.
Play with Cube.
Play with EPMD.
Yeah, played with what's my Backyard? Played with what's my man? Oh shoot, I think about it anyway.
Like you said, RE2 with Ludacris.
Yeah, man.
But look, and let's go back like y'all said. Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper. First song was junk song really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff, and then RE did the 5 in the morning and all that, and Jay-Z came right back with that joint.
Rappers love go-go, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, man, they love go-go. They love performing with go-go bands. Ice-T, man,
Yeah.
Ice-T, man.
So I mean, that's what I said, but that's what I think. So Sko says he thinks go-go has been blackballed. You know, hence the closing of clubs, all the major clubs we all knew and loved, Black Hole, Legends, Classics, Metro Club, you know, good old days, man. Sherry said, at this age, spot dates work for me, like NE does. I miss them because I can't get them anytime unless I listen to a CD. So when they have a show, I'm definitely going to be there. So, you know, she feel my point. So Hill said, go-go has some of the most accomplished musicians.
Absolutely, man.
Drew said, Bat played with Scarface like 5 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damo said most of the musicians make it worldwide from go-go bands playing behind mainstream artists would originally played a big part.
Yeah.
And that's what we're saying. It's like if you
go down the list,
if you
man.
say for instance if that person will you play the bass or something, you play your big part of the go-go band, you know what I'm saying? If
a lot of them came from Southeast, Baloo Nights too. There. Let's be clear on that.
If you bring that back, say for instance, you say, okay, well look, it depends on how long. Say when you got to leave for 4 months or for a tour. If that go-go band sits on 4 months till you finish your tour and come back, imagine how many people want to come back and see that band. That's all I feel. That's why I feel as though go-go, the genre like the way it is just oversaturated so much.
So
you see what I'm saying?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, and here's why I'm making this claim. Is because go-go was a necessity for this area.
Right. It still is.
But it wasn't heavily saturated in other areas.
Right.
And that's what really the goal was about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, we had to play, as much as we played because we needed to get money.
The money.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And back then, every show was packed. Every show, we could play 2-3 times a day. And them joints was packed.
And probably every one of them you saw the same people.
But think about it, it was.
For the most part.
But I'm gonna tell you
like
this.
They were literally.
And what if the promoters? Because at the time, like Bruce said, it was the promoters. I gotta get this money. I know I'm gonna get this money from this club. I'm gonna get this money from that club. It was very few promoters that would say, you know what? Let me go ahead and expand it now. Like they doing it now with Jamaica, the DC Miami takeover. But if they did that back then,
absolutely, it'd been big.
You know, they did that joint when
crazy, man.
Even when, like, say for instance, when the West Coast went with the gangster rap, if somebody just took a chance and said, you know what, let me take the go-go band over to the West Coast.
That's what everybody wanted to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even from a management and a promotion standpoint. Like, I don't care what nobody say, Mo Shorter was the best band.
I think he still is.
I love Coop, but Mo Shorter, yo, he was a beast, yo. From a promotion standpoint, but also from a business standpoint as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just that guy. He's a guy who could have literally taken
to another level.
Go to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously.
Mo Shorter, yeah. And
I'm saying they couldn't come together because you had over here, you had Miss Mac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You had the folks from Northeast.
Miss Pratt and them.
So everybody managed different.
Yeah, right.
They managed different, and they all of them felt,
and it was headstrong.
All of them felt they was the number one.
Yeah, everybody felt they was the
Everybody felt they the number one. Instead of just saying, you know what, let's let.
Nobody did it like Mo. Nobody did it like Mo. I mean, coming out.
Miss Pratt did good. Miss Pratt did because Northeast was a little band, but let's remember, RE was on top for the longest time. It was always that's because you know. Jump just came out of nowhere. Like, what in the world? Yeah. Like, even though Jump was the first go-go band in the movie.
Yep.
Only people know that they was in Tough Than Level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was the first band to be something like that in a major movie.
That's what I'm saying. Jump. Yo, Mo was cutting deals.
Right.
Let me tell you how sweet.
Well, Sean said they would continue to feed on off our music until we all come together.
Exactly.
And support our own the right way. We all are grown men and women. So let's stop stabbing each other in the back and pave the walkway for our music future. Rochelle said Go-Go's more the back to the billboards on the street poles. Miss Pratt was the Phil Jackson of Go-Go. Sko said, Bruce, I think you may be the best singer from the Go-Go era, but who do you think succeeds you the best? Might be Wincy in his opinion.
Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I got Nikki on here. Hey, Nikki.
Let me.
And she sing with the what band?
So let me say.
What do you think, Nikki? Did have Go-Go changed?
So
since you've been singing it?
Since you've been singing?
Well, let me do two things, so we can close out where we are in this segment, if you will. Mo was Joe. When you get paid for Christmas holidays, like you get Christmas bonuses
in an envelope.
You remember?
It's weed, boy. It was weed. It was weed. It was weed, baby.
You got paid. Y'all got paid.
Absolutely.
Cause look, when Bruce first got the big check, Bruce would come home.
I was like, hey, Joe.
Like, Joe, oh man, we about to go
Joe,
shopping.
I ain't know Go-Go was paying like that.
He was like, hey, Joe.
We would get paid when we
and that wasn't even the royal. That wasn't even the royal joint from the Live Safari joint.
That was just. I was like, Joe. And then we got hit with that first Christmas bonus. I was like, oh, this dude's serious, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But for the question about the singer, so I will say this: Wincy, I'm proud of Wincy because he has established his own lane.
I agree with you, Drew.
He has established his own lane where now singers are emulating Wincy.
Wow.
And they think Wincy is that guy. Like, that's my man. Like, me and Wincy like this. Like, literally,
Yeah.
I came up with Wincy before he was even considering playing in any band.
In a go-go band.
And Wincy used to be the camera guy.
Oh, wow.
For Ultimate Groove. Yeah, Wincy tell you. So, me and Wincy go back. You know what I mean? But I love Wincy because he never tried to be anybody else but Wincy. And he mastered being Wincy. And now other folks are emulating being Wincy. So I was having this discussion with Buggy and Mike from Listen.
Okay.
And it's different now because coming up in the go-go, when we came up, being a vocalist was a craft. Like, I didn't just ask to play for a band to sing. Like, Blue Male Chorus, you know, Easton, where you got Mike, you got Arvell on the boards, you got Yanni, you got Scooby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a craft.
Man, you went over.
Yeah, that was a crap. Bugs, crap, Huggy. That was a crap. It was totally
had
different.
Cranking his harmony section in the go-go.
Now I can't be modest about that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We had the best frontline vocals ever established. Period. Everybody already know that. Me, Prep, Bugs.
Yes,
it was crazy.
That was crazy. For real.
You know what I'm saying?
She said it has changed tremendously. And she said you had to create your own lane and stay there, being the original.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. And that's one thing. I mean, like, I'm biased against Bruce. I'm always biased against my cousin. But it's like everything he did was damn, bro, he can do that. Then he switched it up again. I'm like, wow, that, you know, because first of all, in the beginning, everybody just knew Bruce as just a singer.
Yeah,
that's all he was. That's
all I knew me as.
That's all they knew. They ain't know once he get on that mic, he changed from the single joint to be an entertainer. And that's kind of, I think in my opinion, it's kind of hard because if all you know is singing, you know what I'm saying, and then you thrust into the limelight, you know what I'm saying, because it's when you go to the forefront, you know you got to change what you did right here is not gonna keep you right here.
Right.
It can't keep you right there. Like what Bruce was doing with Ultimate Groove, Mr. Wonder was good, but like, okay, dog, this what you wanted to get to.
It was another level, Jay.
And you had to. Now you got to. All that you did was good, and now you got to be better. And he did, and he did, and it was just like I mean, to see people today continuously do it. It's like honestly, I mean, like Bugs is like. Yeah, he's the GOAT. Like, yes, it's like a lot of people like I think rapper still good. There's a lot of people that I think they're still good, but my thing is like people said that what Bruce said earlier was the egos. It's amazing how much egos can shut down a whole band. And if back then, well, like Bruce said about Mo, and it was a four-headed monster. Like I said, it was Miss Pratt, it was Mo, it was Miss Mac. And probably Cooper went back then. But them three, if they wanted to expand go then all they had to do was come together and say, you know what, it got to be one of us.
Yeah.
It only take one person to kick the door down, and they couldn't do that.
They couldn't.
They could not do that, and that's the worst part. And that's why it's going in your answer to. That's why the go-go can't go worldwide or won't go worldwide and be as popular as it is. In DC as it is everywhere else.
You gotta have one voice, man.
You gotta have one voice. You can't have, you know what I'm saying? You can't have people talking about, nah, yeah, they cool, you know what I'm saying? I like what they do over there, but you know what I'm saying? You know, I think it can't be, I like you, but,
Like
It's never that.
everybody could have ate. I'm serious.
Yeah, it was like
everybody could have ate, man. It's so much money out here. To see what we made just playing
local.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it is so much money out here, man. That's what always deterred me about.
But what y'all don't know, the harmony was vicious, but the harmony wasn't harmony until Bruce got there. I'm telling y'all can say what you want to say. The harmony, what? Stop. The harmony wasn't there until Bruce got there.
But again, that goes back.
And that's no shade on that. Because 32 was a great. 32 was just a straight. He is, and still would be a great entertainer. That's what Deuce do. Deuce is an entertainer for days.
But he know he not no singer.
He know he not a singer.
And Dave don't try to put that. And again, that's what I like about Dave. Like he made a lane for himself, and he stayed in that joint.
And he made it hard for anybody. And he made it hard for somebody to get behind him.
And he made it hard for people to come behind him.
And they still do that. Shout out to Deuce too. Yeah. He still makes it hard for people to get behind him and do what he do. It's hard. It's like, some people leave a thumbprint on that joint. So I mean, like it's people that's replaceable. Not saying it's good because you get replaced. Like we got top drummers. We got like Blue Eye. We got Buggy. Like we got like them two of the best drummers. Now other bands you might have a drummer there replace him. You ain't really miss too much. You know what I'm saying? But you got somebody like Bruce. I mean like Buggy or Blue Eye that would be missed if they left one band, whatever. And you can tell the difference. But it's only a few people in that joint that can do that. That can have that imprint, man. So it's just it's great to see that as Go-Go tries to continue to grow. But I'm just sorry that the egos go.
And it's still egos.
Like, oh man, I wouldn't want to bring that
in. Just think about this, man. Name one Go-Go band, and I only know one, where you have still all the same core members.
None.
One.
Who, back?
Yep.
They only got all the core members.
King, Buggy, Sauce, King, Buggy, Sauce, Los, Winston.
And that's the band.
That's the band. E.B. Mike.
Sherry said back. Scope said yep. Sean said back.
That's it. And them niggas fight like everybody else. Trust me, I've been in a few of them.
Nene said she learned some good stuff here.
You know what I'm saying? Play too much, man. Whatever.
But it's like, man, and people don't understand. And what I want to touch on before
y'all gotta get out y'all own way, man.
I was about to say that, like, we just because somebody is not there, don't mean people don't support what you do, don't support your craft, and don't support your work. Because trust and believe, you support it in other ways. But a person being there don't have to support you.
Where you going with that?
You know what I'm saying? Because the reason I brought that up, a lot of people always say, they don't go-go, like people in go-go heads, I'm going to say that. They say go-go don't get enough support. They don't get enough support. That's why it can't go mainstream. That's why it can't go worldwide. That's not true. That's not true. As we said tonight, it's egos. Egos. And Bruce said it long time ago. They should have had a round table back then. What they should have did was they should have had a round table back then and say, look, this is how it's going. Or you can have a competition. That's you do this, you do a show here one day, we're gonna do a show there the next week, or do a show. Now whatever come out, or whatever makes the most people, we're gonna take that band and we're gonna send them abroad and see how it works. Because that's why people today don't want to see nobody succeed. And it's bad. Egos is still messing up go-go today.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Because you can put together a super band right now, and it still wouldn't last. And you can get paid. You can get paid. We can walk away. Me and Bruce can walk away with $1,000 a show, and we still got a problem with each other about something.
The egos is tremendous.
It's like it's crazy, man. But it's crazy. But that's the thing about it. That's why. So that's why. So I would say that that's why the genre is not gonna move on like it is, man. That's what I say. Nene says, does personal relationships prohibit moving forward? I don't know much, but folks are always beefing.
Yes. I mean, absolutely, man. And again, this is again where egos gotta change. Like, they gotta understand. Certain folks gotta understand that I can't be as successful as I know I could be if both of us were working together. Each individual has to be the mindset that you take on. Because you thinking, oh, I don't need him. And I'm so-and-so. I'm good. I can go with anybody and play.
Right.
Do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person thinking the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We can accomplish more together. If we put aside all this. One of the rules I learned in business, man, and at the end of the day, this was this about, man. One of the rules I learned in business is that you can't make an emotional decision when you got to make a business decision. And most people are too emotional.
What trumps it? The business or the emotional? What's more trump?
Business.
All the time.
Yeah, business every time. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, because you can manage your emotions. Emotions are manageable. Business is not. You can't manage business. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get your emotions out the way, man. And you got to make business decisions, man, both short term and long term. And when you make those proper decisions, it helps now develop and cultivate the relationship because you minimize it being personal. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of jokers can't get through. They make everything personal. You know what I'm saying?
Rochelle Janine had a shirt something similar to that. John said, Becky said, nah. Sherry said they should have a co-op like the drug dealers did have on the Y. And Sean said 911 was a super band, man. There was a super band. 911. I'm not doing that, y'all. Brad said egos mess up everything. Sko said 911 was a prime example of how egos of many stars in the game could not just coexist. And Becky and Rochelle is pushing the buttons, saying,
man, these people want you to sing.
They said, Bruce, do you sing a little something?
No.
You are so ugly.
Irk said the South sticks together, West Coast stick together, DC crabs in a barrel.
Yep.
Yep. Rochelle said, shout out to Stone Creek. Stone Creek, though. Hey, Bruce, he says, you waving. Sko said they couldn't exist on the same stage.
Who?
911.
That's what I'm saying.
And Rochelle said, yeah, I've been listening to Bruce since teenage years.
This business. We on the stage. We doing business.
Right.
Could you imagine how much money people lost?
Oh my God.
Because you made an emotional decision over your business decision?
Millions.
Now if you make a business decision, you make an emotional decision over a business decision because you feel that the business decision you make later on is gonna be great, or you got a business decision already in hand.
You'll lose.
That's still a business decision, though.
Yeah, but you feel those emotions
because it's affecting your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people making emotions.
Really, y'all gonna put the cry tears up though?
But the thing is, you gotta, as far as business, you gotta work a business. You can't manage a business, like you said.
You gotta work it. Ain't no managing no business, man.
And a lot of, and I think that's another thing that people are lacking is a work ethic to work their business and work their craft.
I agree.
Right.
And one of the other things they're missing is people don't know how to do business.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true.
They just know how to perform.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's totally different.
They don't know the long. It's like math. They don't know the long form of business. All they know is the short form. Let me get that out there. I mean, how much you gonna pay me?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, you know what, if people, I'm gonna tell you what could solve a lot of problems in go-go. If people did contracts.
They do contracts now.
Now that's what I'm saying. But
Mo always did contracts.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about for players. For the members. Ugh. If members did contracts, less egos, I promise you I will shut it down. Because you have nothing to fight about. This what we came to the table. You asked me what you wanted. I gave you what I thought you should get. We came in the middle, and we agreed on this. You have nothing else to talk about. Mm-hmm. Now, once we start elevating, then we come back to the table. But after the contract, do your contract out, then you have that option.
It wouldn't work.
But that's it probably wouldn't.
If you think it's egos now.
Right. Drew said that's like I would have contracts.
Let somebody find out your contract bigger than mine.
What? Yeah. But that's the whole idea.
Oh my God!
Nah, but that's the idea though. Because if I know how much you make and you feel like you can make something somewhere else, and you go somewhere so you don't get what you think you're gonna get, then what?
Yeah.
Don't mention your contract. Like it's like the NBA or NFL.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
right.
I want to be the highest paid number 2 mic. I want to be the highest paid first mic. Okay. Let's sit down and negotiate what this is. Is this because it's like a band, it's different positions.
Yeah.
You gotta set some kind of cap, man. I think that'd be great, man. That's a lot of things that they can do, man. I'm serious. But man, this has been a great show. I swear to goodness, even though he was late.
Wow.
That's my cousin though. I mean I love him for what he do, man. Hey, that's what he do. But nah. But again, I'm appreciative. I mean, he could have been doing something else. He a busy man, so he could have said, man, cuz I'm not doing that, man. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, man. And he didn't, man. So I appreciate him coming on, man, and talking to everybody. And you know what I'm saying? I listen, Rochelle, I don't know what to say. What? Becky, I don't know what to say. They just said can they get 4 bars?
Wow.
Just a song, or 4 bars or something. You know what? I'll ask him this. And he did this when he was sick one time. Remember he's doing Benning Road. The old Johnny Gill joint.
No, I'm not doing Johnny Gill ever.
Just put on your red dress joint?
Becky said, how can the best singer not give the audience a little something?
I'm not the best singer.
Well,
thank y'all, but I'm not the best singer. I'm just one of.
We do the rap then?
I'm definitely not a rapper.
The old joint usually do.
Definitely.
Time to get funky, radical, hip as I can get to the point. Rock this funky joint.
That was a stretch for me. They hit me with that joint. I think that was a heavy one too. I was like, wait, y'all might want to call 30.
Bruce, give me something.
Even Big
Please,
Damone said,
they asking for it.
Big Damone, come on, Bruce.
Four lines, Bruce.
For all we know, we may never meet again. But before we go, make this moment sweet again. We come and we go like the rivers of the stream. So love me tonight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it for all.
You better come on through here.
All right, that's it.
She gonna say, that's my cousin.
No, you better come through. I am here for it.
Oh, they said, Tasha gonna say, Donnie will be proud.
I would hope so. That is my man.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, hey.
That boy good.
Hey, man, I'm glad my cousin was here. But, hey, trying to tell you, hey, man, it's first of all, like, barring the family history that we got with one another, man, it's been a pleasure to call him my friend. You know, family different levels, so it's been a pleasure to call him my friend from forever. So, and through the ups and downs that we've been through, man, we came clean on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, we did, and I'm quite sure we can go through some more downs, but we're gonna have way more ups. So, for you to come through on the show, man, we really appreciate it, man. And sit down and talk with us, man. For this hour and 45 minutes, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Hope I did all right. See if I get another invite, y'all.
Oh, Slim, you can. You definitely got to. Everybody saying thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you,
Appreciate
standing ovation. Yeah.
Can I get an encore?
Yeah, we got we had Quiet Boy. We really had Quiet Boy here tonight, man. So we want to thank y'all, man.
She is late.
So want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all come to the I ain't gonna say May 21st because Rico gonna start on. So make sure if y'all coming out for Philly, we leaving September 1st. That's that Friday. Hey,
what's in Philly? Do they know what's in Philly?
All right, this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you. My cuz took it back. He took it back.
One that
He took it back to like he took it back to the.
You started that.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story.
You started to go to Philly.
We back in the day when we ain't had no jobs, we used to get up and do it. So one day we was in here in the basement just talking. We was talking about cheesesteak. So cuz was like, man, what y'all need to do? We need to go to Philly and go to Max's. I was like, what? He was like, man, let's go to Philly and go to Max's. We said, boom, let's go.
When?
He was like, tomorrow. He said tomorrow.
He said tomorrow.
It was a Thursday. He said tomorrow. And we went to Max's that Friday.
It was a holiday. Remember, we was off for something. It was
everybody just
and we jumped in the
got and went.
I ain't know.
Yes.
Okay.
So
this is your tradition.
Yeah, Bruce is the one that
I don't know about Max's.
I know.
I'm talking to them.
Oh, yes.
Max's.
I keep telling y'all,
cold cut and
the whole week. Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Have y'all tasted the shrimp though?
No, I'm getting that next time.
Of course.
You had the shrimp then?
You made me get it the last.
Oh my God.
We ate it. You not focused.
I forgot.
Yeah,
what's up? Hey, Nicole Dorsey. What's up, darling?
The shrimp, yo. And they got the crab leg Jones.
So we went to Max's on a humble. And then when we went back to second, how they treat us up there now, Bruce?
Oh, they love us. Yeah, they love us, man.
You know what I'm saying? And Bruce didn't start that.
Yeah, they putting jokers out for us now.
Hey, so, y'all in the back, we ain't got to wait in line no more.
Yeah.
They bring us out food now, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. So make sure, if y'all not doing nothing, we going to this Labor Day weekend, September the 1st. We're going to leave that Friday. We coming back that Saturday.
Mike and them got the ball locked.
No, but look, somebody had the hook up looking
on. They
on.
don't even drink.
But look, somebody had the hook. Somebody was getting the drinks though.
Huh?
Who got the plug in it?
Oh, they ain't got the plug though.
But
don't get it twisted.
I'm something like a
hey, but look, who was getting the googly eyes?
They ain't the boss of that joint, son.
Who was getting the googly eyes getting drinks though? Remember the girl was getting.
Bruce got us all the way hooked up.
and look for him every time when we come back.
And she always looks for you too.
I had to back it down, boy. They was coming for me, man. I said, no.
Becky said the shrimp is the bomb. So yeah, September the 1st. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, take that ride to Philly. Me and Bruce gonna get up. They
bigger spot though.
They gonna get us some hotel, huh?
If they had a bigger spot, man, they'd really be on the pop.
Man, we're gonna try to find some hotel prices for y'all for that as well. Cause we can't do the turn and burn anymore like we used to, man. So we're gonna try to find a room up there. Also, make sure September the 3rd, man, do the walk, man. Walk, water, wine for Joe, man.
Love you, Joe.
It's a real big deal for all of us, man, that y'all come out, that y'all donate. All proceeds are going to help to feed the homeless, whether you donate monetary, whether you donate coats, blankets, or anything like that. All that is going to
bring
be
your bag of jeans. Everybody wearing straight legs. Putting on them bags.
Man, make sure y'all come out and donate for us, man, because it's for a good cause, man. So
absolutely,
make sure y'all do that, man. Big show tonight. Again, thank Bruce for coming through.
Thank you
for gracing the set for me and Will, man. We appreciate you a whole lot, cuz, man.
Please share this video. Please share this show.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Please share the video.
Share the video. Repost it, comment under it, all that joint. Go back, look at it. First of all, I already know y'all about to go back and look at it again because you want to see him sing. So I already know that's about to happen. When y'all repost the joint, be like, Quiet Boy singing. So make sure y'all do that, man. Hey, good quick announcement. Big show coming this Thursday. I'm coming. I'm telling you, I got a big show this Thursday. I'm going to post it after the fact. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Again, thanks my cuz Bruce, Quiet Boy of Ultimate Groove, Physical Wonder, JYB, Publicity, then Backyard, and now they retired as one of the greatest, man. Thank you for coming out. My main man, Will. I'm Mike Reed, Mike Warner. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.